Mangroves are trees that have evolved to survive in flooded coastal environments. Where the salt and the lack of oxygen make life impossible for other plants, these trees prosper, offering shelter and food to numerous other species. An enigmatic and silent microcosm that extends from dwarf trees in the deserts of Baja California to 40-meter giants in the coastal forests of Chiapas. Mexico is one of the countries with most mangroves in the world. For years, these ecosystems were considered unhealthy breeding grounds for mosquitoes, with no value for society. Today, we know that this fragile tangle of life generates valuable ecosystem services. A hectare of mangroves is capable of producing up to 20 tons of leaf litter in a year, a larger yield than that of the most productive pasture lands. The excess in leaf litter accumulates in the root network, where it forms a carbon reserve 50 times larger than that captured by a tropical forest. This organic material serves as food for some of the main fisheries of Mexico, like shrimp, blue crab, snapper, or snooks, which find refuge during their juvenile phases between the long submerged roots. These roots, firmly anchored to the mud, absorb up to 90% of the energy of the waves, mitigating the impact of hurricanes in coastal communities. Mangroves are a giant biological filter that purifies water in estuaries. They retain nutrients and sediments from the rivers, creating habitat for other species that ultimately support the ecotourism industry, a successful development model for many coastal communities. These services can reach an annual value of $100,000 per hectare, which means that the more than 700,000 hectares of mangroves in Mexico contribute every year to the national economy with $70 billion. However, thousands of hectares are still being razed to replace them with shrimp farms, agro-industrial plantations, or mega developments. Reforestation initiatives are proposed as a remedy to the devastation, but restoring a single hectare of mangrove costs thousands of dollars, and a century is needed for it to restore its services back to full capacity. At the current deforestation levels, in 25 years, close to 50% of Mexico's mangroves will have been lost. Is it really necessary that our idea of progress should imply the destruction of natural ecosystems? Visit thenaturalnumbers.org.